Hello, Miss Rose here. Today I'm going to introduce you to one of our online resources for higher level academic research, JSTOR. If you've looked at JSTOR previously and discounted it, I'd urge you to reconsider now. They've invested a lot in this platform recently, and there's much more functionality. So let's take a look. For those new to JSTOR, it's a database of over 12 million journals, primary sources and books across 75 disciplines. You can think of it like a specialist online library. Its main focus is on the humanities and social sciences, and I'll show you resources for a number of different subjects. I'll show you different functionality for each, including JSTOR's topic guides, the search, browse and subscribe functions, and some of the advanced features too. For the seasoned researchers among you, it's worth knowing that it's an American information provider, so some material will have an American perspective. And while no one resource will answer all of your research needs, this is as close to a one-stop shop as you're likely to get. You can access JSTOR through the school intranet. Go to the school intranet and find the library area. Select Library Resources and then choose e-resources. Scroll down until you find your subject of study. It will look something like this top image. You can see the list of subjects down the left-hand side, so select your subject of choice and you'll be taken to a page with all relevant online resources listed, which will look like this lower image to the right. You'll be given an introduction to what the resource is offering, you'll have a web link, and any login details you'll require to access it. They've been redacted here because they're not meant to be shared outside the school community. So if you click on the JSTOR link and use the login details provided, you'll see something like this. This is your home page and you can start searching here. This is your basic search bar. JSTOR has these new topic guides. It calls them subject guides, and here's the guide for sustainability. There are hundreds of journals and over 1,000 ebooks, including reports from policy institutions like the Council on Foreign Relations and the Institute for Global Environmental Strategies. Content includes agricultural economics, climatology and atmospheric science, energy policy, environmental engineering, human ecology, land conservation, natural resources law, public health, sustainable business practices, transportation and infrastructure, urban studies and planning, and water management. You can even join the sustainability mailing list to be kept up to date with new content. There are other interdisciplinary collections like this one on security studies. You can see there are notable journals with research on international security problems and foreign policy issues, including cybersecurity, intelligence and espionage, international law, military studies, peace and conflict studies, and political violence and terrorism. If we dive into the more subject-specific tools, a great resource for English is JSTOR's Understanding series, which links original works of literature to secondary resources and scholarship. As you can see here, it includes Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, The Importance of Being Earnest by Oscar Wilde, Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, and the plays and sonnets of Shakespeare. Let's have a more detailed look at an example from Shakespeare because I think it's a great tool for supporting close reading of texts. So choose a work to study. JSTOR will provide you with the original text. Here we've got Twelfth Night. If you look at the left-hand side, you can see that after each line you have a blue number. That's the number of resources on JSTOR that refer to that specific line. Click on the number to see the list of results. You can then navigate straight to the article or book chapter to learn more. Here's an example from Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. You can see here it's arranged into paragraphs rather than lines. There are 129 items in total, and for the first paragraph there are 20 relevant articles. Again, you can click on the number to view the list of relevant scholarship. Okay, so here's another way of navigating JSTOR's vast content. You can browse a subject's resources, I've chosen religion here, by type. I've chosen articles rather than books, and you can see that highlighted with a blue box. You can then browse the journals or search within all of the titles for your keyword. Here I've searched within the religion resources for Kant. You can see there are over 16,000 results. You can see the article or book chapter title, the author and the publication details. You can choose a publication date range by using the filters in the left-hand menu, and you can see a snippet of the resource with your search term highlighted. If you find a journal you like, you can also browse all the back issues like I've done here for a music journal. Just click the issue you want to read to view it. If you click the Receive Updates by Email link that I've pointed to here with the arrow, you'll get an email when there's a new issue available to read. Books look slightly different. Here's one from the Classics collection. You can see the title, author and publication details at the top. Then you have a stable URL. Below that is a really handy link to allow you to search for reviews of the book. And then you have the table of contents. So you simply select the chapter you want to read and click to read online or download the PDF. You can download journal and book chapter results as PDFs and email them to yourself, or if you create your own personal login, you can save them to your virtual bookshelf. Beware of the Cite this item option, as it may not offer the style of referencing required for your work. JSTOR will only cite in MLA, APA and Chicago. You can also do an advanced search really easily on JSTOR. Here I've chosen to search for Zemstvos. I've added in the keywords Petrograd, St. Petersburg and Leningrad because I want to make sure the database search includes all three to avoid missing any results. I use this feature most when I need to search for words that have multiple synonyms or different spellings across English and American English. And then I've chosen to hide any results that include the keyword calendar by using the not function. It's a great way to sift through a search list that's just too long, particularly for topics that have been extensively studied. And finally, I just want to introduce you to a fun little service called JSTOR Daily. If you're looking to read more widely, and you're not looking to really target your reading to a particular theme or topic, then this could be for you. JSTOR editors pick stories from around the web that bridge the gap between current news and academic research. Sign up to get an email every Tuesday of random stories that you might find interesting. You'll get a snippet of each story and a link to the full piece. Now that I've shown you around, I'd encourage you to go take a look at this great online resource, JSTOR.